Hello badminton fans and welcome to Badminton Racket Review and to this test review of the Kumpoo PowerShot Nano Hexagon 2300 Mark II. Wow, it's a long name, isn't it? So PowerShot Nano Hexagon 2300 Mark II. Okay, in terms of availability and price, this racket will be priced at £80, £79, and it will be available via our racket sales site, which is www.badminton-racket-review.com. Okay, let's go on to the specs and compare them to our own E-Zone test specs. The weight of this racket is advertised at 82 plus or minus 2 grams. 82 plus or minus 2 grams. The Racket Review E-Zone shows this racket to weigh in at, I was going to verify that's correct, because that's, yeah, 90.1 grams. That's a significant difference and a little bit abnormal. I'm not sure how Kumpoo would have weighed that. This is with the Yonex BG65 strings and the grip supplied by Kumpoo, so not sure what happened with the weight there. Balance of this racket is 200 and so small the writing, 290 plus or minus 3 mil. The balance, the E-Zone balance test shows this racket balances at, bear with me, head heavy. This is a head heavy balance around 311 mil, so certainly more in this direction towards the head. Now the shaft stiffness of this racket is classified as 8, which I believe is like a medium flex. It's a medium flex, and we have this tested as a stiff shaft, quite stiff in actual fact, and I can concur with having used that. This definitely feels more stiff than it does medium flex. The maximum string tension on this racket, 35 pounds. That's getting into hardcore string tension, 16 kilo maximum string tension on the racket. The racket is produced in China and it is made of high modulus carbon graphite and nano. Highly hyper repulsive structure and nothing else of any great significance to report there. Now in terms of the design, I have to say the rackets we've tested this year have been really well painted. The paint accuracy and the job they've done on this is as good as any manufacturer out there. There's certainly no flaws whatsoever. I think the print, I don't know if you can see this here, it's such a small finite print of the specs of the racket. Don't know why they keep them so small. They're trying to hide them or what the case scenario is there, but really fine detailing, accurate lines, no overlap, there's no leaking into other lines, really accurate paint job, really well executed. Take a look at the close-up pictures yourself and see what you think. Okay, specifications are done. Let's go to the E-Zone. Okay, so before we start our E-Zone testing, what do you need to know about how we test our rackets? Well, first of all, we use the same shuttles, the Yonex AS30s on all tests. We re-string all of the rackets with Yonex BG65 at 25 pounds tension, and it's the same player taking all of the shots. Right, now you have some basic understanding of how we test. Let's move on to the smash test. The smash shot that you're seeing here, and for all of the rackets we've tested within Badminton Racket Reviews E-Zone, we take generally 6 shots. We take the 2 highest racket shuttle speeds and we average those to give us a overall speed. If those two if those two readings are not within a certain percentage of each other, we then retake the entire test. This shot measures the shuttle speed coming off the racket head, and also if you go across to the E zone, you'll see a picture similar to the one you're looking at on the screen now, which accompanies every single racket within the E zone, so that's nearly 650 or more rackets, with this kind of smash JPEG showing you the racket head speed, the shuttle speed, the distance, and the approximate repulsion of the racket. Okay, now we're going to do an E-zone maneuver test. The maneuver shots was designed to tell us about the racket's acceleration abilities, its ability to shift from one direction to the other or shift quickly from nothing to full speed. It also tests the racket's aerodynamics. In this test, the player is sitting still with the racket, and once the shuttle is fired, we measure the shuttle speed to ensure we have consistency within the tests, so it's coming at the same speed all the time, or roughly the same speed as much as we can control anyway, and then the player reacts once the shuttle is fired to hit the shuttle, and we are measuring the head speed of the racket during that test. Okay, so they're done. Now it's E-zone control test time. The control test is a simplistic test. We've thought many times if there was any other better way of creating a test where we are focusing on the control of the racket and able to score it, and we so far haven't come up with anything better. So this control test is essentially a test where we have 14 shots taken. You're not seeing all the shots on the control video. We generally film half or less of the shots taken. The green bucket here scores maximum, the grey scores slightly less, and anything in the net or out scores nothing at all. So what did we think of this racket? Well, the first thing I'd say is it at 90, almost 91, 90 grams, it does deliver a decent smash. You do get a good smash out of it. However, outside of that, it's not as quick or even close to being as quick as the SS66 or the even faster 10U, which is possibly one of the quickest rackets I've ever experienced. It's very stable on impact. Clears with it are okay, they're not that difficult. Its ability to drive is reasonable. It's fairly stiff, it's head heavy, and it's quite heavy. There's the three combinations I personally don't play very well with. So I would say this is an okay racket. The price is good given the standard of the racket, the quality. It's a good price, but what would I recommend this racket for? Well, Just checking my notes here to see what else we've got written about this racket. I would say that with time of practice you'd have a racket that's fairly tight in control, and its all-round game is good. It's not amazing, it's good, and for £80 it justifies, the performance is justified to the price, I would say. So if you're a Kumpoo fan, you're looking for a racket that's reasonable at all levels. It's not as quick as the SS66, it doesn't smash as hard as the SS66, it's not as quick as in the air as the 10U, the Kumpoo 10U. It does deliver, actually no, it does deliver a smash as good as the SS66, but it's just nowhere near as quick. It's a little bit harder to use. Overall, my answer would be, probably have to be thumbs down, wouldn't be a yes to this racket, but there is some elements of it that are interesting, and its all-round performance isn't terrible, it's not bad, so I don't want it to be written off completely. I think if you are the sort of person who's looking for something different, well made, decent quality, stable racket, and you like a stiffer, head heavy racket, then this is certainly worth considering. It's certainly easier to use than the alternative Yonex, or I shouldn't keep saying Yonex, but Yonex is such a popular brand, everyone associates to it, but the alternative brands by the bigger game players is better than a lot of those. So that's why there's a hesitancy in my conclusion on this racket. If you really want to know the in-depth in and outs of how this racket plays, overhead, drive, smash, defense, control, so on and so forth, you need to go to the E-Zone, where we have massive amount of information on this racket. If you're not familiar with the E-Zone, there will be a video tour of the E-Zone straight after this video. Outside of that, I would like to thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the massive amount of support coming in worldwide from all sorts of different social media outlets. YouTube is not the only place where we get a lot of visitors. We get a lot of visitors to our website, we get a lot of visitors to our Instagram posts, and an increasing amount of visitors to our Facebook posts. So thank you all for all your support. Please do press the like button, please do share the videos, keep up the support, and if you do happen to use this video, don't forget to please leave a review on any of the platforms you're a member of. Thanks again, see you on the next video.